Hi everyone, this is Mary. Welcome to another tutorial for Digital Delights by Luby Lou. And today we're going to be making a super simple Thanksgiving card, but then we're going to make it super special by adding little pumpkin Lara. And also I'll be using a technique adding some gathered lace to the front of our card, which will also make it more than just a super simple card. I've printed out Lara on a sheet of white cardstock. Many of you have asked me what size this is. I actually use the photo printing program that came with my computer, and I just go over to it and I tell it to print like 9 to a page. But I did measure, and Lara is approximately 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 when you print her out 9 to a sheet. First thing I'm going to do is take some chalk and color little Lara's cheeks. She's got the cutest little cheeks, and they just need a little bit of pink on them just to highlight them. So we're just going to take some chalk and a Q-tip and just give her a little blush on her cute little chubby cheeks. I just think she is so adorable. I love those little eyes. Okay, we've got her little cheeks colored in. I'm going to grab my scissors and cut her out, and then we'll continue with our super simple but super special Thanksgiving card. Now this is what our little Thanksgiving card is going to look like when we're done. You can see I've cut out little Lara, and I've got her mounted on 2 marquee shapes. I have a beige for the shadow, and then I cut the brown one, which is the same paper as the bottom of the card. And I used my Cricut to cut these. I used the Lacy Labels cartridge, and this shape is called All Girl, and I cut both of these at 2 1/2. This was just 2 1/2, and then I hit shift and cut the shadow at 2 1/2. And I'm going to take some chestnut roan ink and just lightly go around these. Also, we have this same paper at the bottom. Let me start and show you the size of the card. This is just some beige cardstock, and it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's the size of our card. We have an orange pattern paper mat, which is 4 by 5 1/4, and this is really pretty. It's got some little flowers and lots of words on here like family, love, friends, inspire. It's very pretty, and the color is very pretty for Thanksgiving. And then at the bottom, we're going to add this brown pattern paper, and this is 2 by 4, and I am going to take that same chestnut roan ink and ink around both of these, and I will be adhering this to the bottom of this mat. And to save time, I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, but here you can see I've cut my little pumpkin Lara out. She is so stinking cute. I just love that. Also on the card, you can see I've gathered some lace down here and put some orange and white gingham ribbon with a bow, 3 orange buttons, and the sentiment is Count Your Blessings, which I printed on the computer, and the font is called Menu Nouvelle. But I just thought that turned out really cute. So let me go ahead and do the inking and everything, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to do the gathered lace technique. To show you how to gather the lace, I've moved the camera angle, and we're going to need enough lace to go like 2 times across here. So that would be 2 times 4 inches would be 8 inches, and then a few extra inches because we want to have enough to wrap the raw edges around to the back of our card. So we're going to lay out our lace, and we're going to use some score tape, which is a double-sided tape, and this is very thin, so it will not go over the edges of the lace. And we need enough score tape to go down the full length of our lace, And we're just going to go ahead and put this down. I hope you can see this. I'm probably making it look more difficult than it is. And what I like about score tape is you can tear it with your fingers. If you don't have score tape, you can also use sticky strip or terrifically tacky tape. It's just got to be double-sided. I just like this because it's so easy to tear. And then we're going to take the strip off and expose the glue side, which is sometimes for me the hardest thing about this, is getting the strip off. Here we go. Lay that aside. Okay, with the sticky side on the back, we're going to go ahead and attach one end to the back of our card, and we want to make sure we line up the edges or go a little beyond that. Can you see that? With the sticky side down. And then we're going to start gathering the lace onto itself, just like that. And you want to try to do an even amount so that you don't have a great big gather in one spot and a smaller gather in another. Now some people, when they get done with this, they want it to lay down flat, so they'll take it to their sewing machine and run a stitch across it. And I have done that, and I really like the way it is if you don't want it to stand up. But this is such pretty lace, I really don't mind if it stands up. And we're going to put a piece of ribbon across it too. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. It's sometimes difficult. Hands get in the way. Okay, we've got enough left on this side to wrap around to the back so that we have a nice edge. Well, I might need to put a little bit of adhesive right there. You can see how the back looks. And there it is. Very simple. And you can see how it's raised up. Now what we're going to do is take our piece of ribbon and put some adhesive on it. And lay across here. And this will make it lay down just a little bit, but you still get that beautiful effect. And then just wrap it to the back. I really like this with that beautiful tan or ecru colored lace. And then you can see in this card we have a little bow right there. We'll put that on last. But this now can be adhered to the front of our card. We'll just flip it over. So you can take a card with a very simple design and make it really pretty with just a few little techniques. And if you sew, you might have lots of little odds and ends of lace and things. Just see how that just changes the whole design of the card. It just makes it so pretty. Okay, we're going to go ahead. We're going to put our sentiment at the bottom. And I did print this on the computer, and I have inked around it. And we're going to center that right here. There's our sentiment. And I've got little Lara on some pop dots. We're not going to put her on yet, but I want to make sure that we get her in just the right spot. And we'll put our buttons here just to make sure everything lines up evenly. We're going to go ahead and put our marquee shape on. We want to try to get it even. It may have to go a little bit behind the lace. And then we'll take the backing off the pop dots and get little Lara put on here. She is just so adorable. Got her little stem from her little pumpkin hat up there. There we go. And we'll put our buttons on and our bow on with some glue dots. And we're done. Here we go, guys. Our 2 cute little pumpkin Lara cards for Thanksgiving. She is so adorable. I just love her. Thanks so much for coming by and spending some time with me today, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye now.